السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. The Tarteel program announces its 8th session, wherein we will recite and practice Surah Kaafiroon. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the first verse, we have to take care that the first letter is pronounced properly, and we say qul and not just kul. It's the deeper qaf, where the extreme back end of the tongue touches the palate in the back. So qaf and not the simple kaf. Otherwise the meaning will change. So qul, we have to practice this. A lot of us have the habit of saying kul, the small kaf. So it's not the small kaf which is similar to the English K, rather it's the strong qaf which is from the back of the tongue. Thereafter you have the ya ayyuhal. The ya will be pulled, extended, and kafirun is a very simple word. Now to recite the verse. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. In the next verse, the la a'budu, you'll prolong the la, and the ayn, you have to make sure you say it properly. A'budu, without making qalqala, without echoing it. Some people have the tendency of saying a'budu, which is wrong. A'budu, and then after that ma ta'budun. The same problem with the ayn. When it is sakin, sometimes we have a tendency either of doing it too hard or making an extra echoing sound. So one mistake is when we say it too hard, it's ta'budu, and the second one will be the second mistake that sometimes we make is that some of us will have the tendency of making an extra echo sound, a qalqala sound. So it'll be ta'budun will be the mistake. So the proper way, ta'budun, ta'budun, ta'budun. Just like a'budu and ta'budun, this mistake will come to see in many other places as well. So if we correct it now, inshallah, in the future, we won't have these type of mistakes, inshallah. Now to recite the verse. لا أعبد ما تعبدون لا أعبد ما تعبدون لا أعبد ما تعبدون. In the next verse, the first letter will be pulled long, prolonged. وَلَا. After that you'll have a ghunna. أنتم. So it's وَلَا أنتم. And then عابدون, the ayn, we have to concentrate. عابدون. Thereafter ma will be prolonged again. Ma. And the last word, as we already discussed, the ayn, you have to be careful of the ayn sakin, not to pronounce it too hard, nor to make an extra echoing or qalqala sound. So a'bud. Now to recite the verse. And this verse will be repeated after the next verse, so we'll suffice explaining it only now. وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ. In the next verse, some of the word abd or ya'budu has been repeated in all of these verses, so we should take note of that. So in the next verse, the first word will be prolonged. Wala. After that, you have a ana. Even though this word is repeated in the Quran, it's written as alif, nun, alif, but you don't pronounce the extra alif in the end. So instead of saying ana, you pronounce it as ana. That's why some Qurans you'll have the alif with a little zero or X sign above it. So it's wala ana. We don't say ana. And then after that you have abidum. There's a ghunna or nasal sound there. Ma abattum. It's very simple. Just one thing to clarify. Some people may have this misconception that you have dal and ta together. So do you read both of them? So you don't read both of them. You only read the ta. Abattum. You don't really read the dal, because as per one of the Arabic rules, that the dal it goes into the ta. Idgham takes place. So again, wala, you'll pull. Ana, make sure you don't pull the alif. And then abidum will be the ghunna nasal sound. And abattum, you'll only pronounce the ta between the dal and ta. Now to recite the verse. ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم. The next verse has already been discussed. Now to recite it again. ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد. Finally, the last verse, لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينٍ. There are no difficult places here, inshallah. لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينٍ لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينٍ لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينٍ. May Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq to recite properly, to learn and implement it into our lives, and to convey it to others. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.